Hello, welcome back to another lecture. So in this lesson we are actually starting a new project, and the part we are going to be designing in this project is a nail polish. So make sure you make a new folder called nail polish where you are going to be saving your file. So to start, and we are going to be designing this nail polish actually using the Loft tool. So to start, let's draw a sketch on the top plane. So we click the top plane, and this drawing is going to be, this part is going to be designed in the inch scale. So draw a sketch on the top plane, and we'll select the ellipse tool, draw something like that. We'll click this point and hold the control key and click that point and make sure they are horizontal to each other. Then we want to add a smart dimension. From this point to that point is 1, and from this point to this point is 0.75. Good. So we're going to exit out of that sketch. So now we need to draw another plane up that we are going to loft this sketch into. So we're going to go into the feature, reference geometry plane, and it's asking for our reference plane. We're going to select the top plane. So as you can see, the top plane is our reference, our first reference, and is the dimension is 1.5 up. That's what we want, and we click OK. So now on that plane 1 we want to draw a sketch, and let's click normal 2. So we want to draw another ellipse, something like that, and we want to make sure this point and that point are horizontal to each other. And let's zoom in, and we want to add a dimension to this point, from this point to this point, and it's going to be 1.5, and from this point to that point it's going to be 1. And now we're going to exit that sketch, and I'm just going to right click on this plane and click the eye to turn it off. So now we have that sketch and that sketch. So the next thing, now how the Loft tool works is, if I select the Loft tool, I can click this sketch and click that sketch, and I'm pretty much lofting this sketch into that sketch. But this lofting, making it loft this way, is not the best way, because now the edge of those sketch are not controlled the way we want it to control, especially this edge. Let's say if I want a curve, I want this edge to curve. SolidWorks is not really doing that, because it's just lofting this edge into that edge, and this line is parallel, is just a linear line. So what we need to do is we need to create a guide curve, something that curves, that we would tell, okay, when we loft this sketch into that sketch, we want it to curve that way. So we're going to draw another sketch on the front plane, and let's click sketch, and we'll go normal 2. So we're just going to draw 2 arcs. Not 2 arcs, a 2-point arc. And we're going to click this point, click this line, and select pierce. And we are going to do the same thing over here. Click this point, click this line, and select pierce. And we're going to go normal 2 and add a smart dimension to this arc, and it is going to be 5. So we have something like that. Good. So now we are going to do the same thing on this side. Again, select the front plane, sketch, and we draw 2-point arc. Select this point, select that point, click out. Now select this point, hold the control key, select that ellipse, pierce, and we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. Pierce, normal 2, and we are going to add a dimension to this, which is also 5. So now this is what our profile looks like. So now we can actually start our loft. We go back into the loft tool. We want to loft this sketch into that sketch. Then we want to select the guide curve, and we want it to curve around this edge. Now you can see it curving around that edge as opposed to on this side when it's going straight. And we are going to select that guide curve again too. So now we have something like that, and we are going to click OK. And that is how you use the loft tool, and everything is looking good. Another way you can actually do the loft tool is, let's select this face and click sketch. And while that face is still selected, let's click the convert entity to make a sketch of that face. We'll go normal tool, and let's draw a line from this point to this point. And now let's trim half of that line off, so we have just half of that line. Good. So we exit out of that sketch. We're going to exit out. So now we are going to draw another sketch on the front plane, and click sketch, and we are going to draw a 2-point arc from touching from this point to that point, and something going up like that. Then we are going to draw a line just to close those two arcs. To close the arc. Then we are going to add a dimension to this, and it is going to be 2. So you should have something like that and close it. So if I hide this feature, so this is what we have so far. This is our first sketch on that face, and this is our second sketch. So now, just like the first one, we also need a guide curve for this. So we are going to click on the right plane and draw a sketch. And all we want to do is draw a arc, just like the first one we did. We are going to click this point and click that sketch and pierce it. Click this point and click that arc and pierce it. And the dimension for this is 1.5. Good. So we have that, which is good. So now this is another way you can loft. So we are going to loft sketch 5 into 6, and sketch 7 will be our guide curve. So we're going to the loft feature, and we are going to select loft, and we want to loft sketch 5 into 6 into sketch 6, and select the guide curve, and sketch 7 will be the guide curve, and we click OK. So now we want to mirror this over. So select the mirror tool and select the front plane, and the feature we want to mirror is the second loft, and click OK. So that is pretty much how you do the loft tool, and everything is looking good. So just to finish this off, we are done with the loft tool. So just to continue modeling this part, let's add a fillet to this edge, and the fillet will be 0.1, and click OK. And on this bottom face, let's draw another sketch, and normal tool, let's draw a circle, and the circle is going to be 0.5, and let's just extrude it up. Feature extrude in the other direction, and the extrude is going to be 1.75. On that face again, let's draw another sketch, and we are going to draw another circle, and this circle is going to be 0.65, and we are going to extrude that circle up as well. So extrude, and in the other direction, and we are going to extrude it. And let me show you another thing you can do, because we might run into issue over here when we start filleting this edge. So what we want to do is we can offset this extrude by 0.3 in the other direction. And as you can see by the preview, I'm raising this sketch up a little bit, and I'm starting my extrude from that point. Then I want to extrude it 1.1 and click OK. And we have the first part of our nail polish almost done. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye. Make sure you save your work, and make sure you save this bottle, because we are going to be continuing with it in the next lecture. So please save it as anything you want, but I will save mine as nail polish. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture. Bye.